your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
All right, y'all, let's go.
Since it appears
We
you're
here.
calling back into a live
Everything
show,
is all
we're
right. Everything is
reconnecting you
good.
now.
We good. Yeah. Everything is gonna be all right. We do this thing on the Tuesday night. Pretty Petty Tuesday night. Yeah. We got the game tight. Work. How y'all feeling, man? Tuesday night. We made it through the Monday Madness, which means we made it through the weekend, and everything is gonna be okay. You know how we do it. You know the way. Hey. And so tonight on the Daily Go Getimism show, we are talking about when you won't tell them that you know. Have you ever known something about somebody? Have you ever known a secret about somebody? Or better yet, have you ever known that somebody was lying and had been lying or living a double life or whatever? They were not being truthful in the things that they had been saying or the things that they had been doing. And you knew about it, but you still kept a secret and they didn't know that you knew. So they may have been lying to you and lying to anybody else who would listen to them tell their little stories about where they've been, what they've been doing, how it's been going, what's up, who they are, how they rock out, sun, moon, and stars, you know? But you knew the truth. And for whatever reason, you may have kept a little secret for them. Maybe you wanted to see if they were going to be forthcoming and tell the truth. Maybe you wanted to see how far they would go with a lie. Maybe you wanted to test somebody's integrity. Well, let me see how petty a person is. Let me see. I don't know about you, but it always amazes me the things that people will lie about versus what they will tell the truth about. Some people will tell the truth about some real scandalous stuff, but they will keep certain things real secret, or they will lie about them. For example, somebody might tell you about all of their little sexual exploits. They might tell you about all of their little backroom deals, they little nasty orgy-like sexual activities and stuff like that. But they might try to keep it a secret that they don't have any hair up under their wig or their weave or whatever. That might be something that they think nobody knows, but that they definitely don't want to tell anybody. And real recognize real. Women have exposed women for not having any hair plenty of times, whether they've seen it or not. A person who is a hairdresser, a person who's a cosmetologist, they can tell when a person has a weave in or if the weave is connected to if the weave is connected to hair or if it's connected to just the scalp for the most part. They can kind of tell how much hair is going on up under there. So, like I said, the person might be insecure, very, very insecure about their hair status. But they may be lying to people saying, oh, yeah, I got a bunch of hair up under here, but I just don't like to do my hair. And they lying through their teeth. And you know that they're lying through their teeth. And other people might know too. But nobody's saying nothing. Nobody's saying, come on, Baldy Locks. We ain't got to do that. I said, come on, Baldy. We ain't got to do that. You ain't got a lot of me to kick it. Everything is okay. You got his ticket to ride. It's all inside. That's all we care about. We don't care about your shell. You can be pretty as a motherfucking ugly as hell. But yo, you ain't got to lie, baby. And I'm asking myself, why, baby? So have you ever known a person was lying and you let them keep lying and you figured, I'm not saying nothing until they say something? I got a good one. I don't know if you'll consider this to be a good one. Have you ever known that a couple was not married, yet for some reason they wanted everybody to think that they were married? I've known people who were unmarried. They had children together. Not even all of the children were by each other. Of course, they know it. They both came into the relationship with children. But for some reason, they tried to tell everybody else who didn't know for sure that all of their kids were theirs. Just the two of theirs. I guess maybe they meant something different by it being just the two of theirs. But for some reason, they wanted everybody to believe that they were married. It wasn't good enough for them to just be man and woman, boyfriend and girlfriend, fiancés, an unmarried but dedicated and exclusive couple. No, they went around here faking marriage certificates, faking marriage pictures, faking marriage benefits. Why? Why? Like, what does it matter to anybody else whether you're married to your man or your woman or not? Well, to some people, I guess that is a big deal. For some people, being married is a big deal. There are a lot of people who look down on people who have just been going with each other for a long time, or who are just lovers. They don't understand, and they don't want to understand that an unmarried couple can be as happy with each other as a married couple can be. I mean, some people just don't respect it. And that could be the reason that some people try to keep it a secret. But have you ever known, like, you know for a fact that they are not married? Maybe you have known one of the people in that couple since forever. You've known them since y'all were young or whatever. You know when they met their person. You know when they got with their person. You know when they got pregnant by their person, and you know when they moved in with their person, and you know for a fact that they ain't never went and got no marriage certificate. You know because they talked to you about it, or maybe they didn't, because the narrative of this show is when you won't tell them that you know. So okay, maybe you know their relationship journey, but they've been running around here telling you and anybody else that will listen. Yeah, me and my husband. Yeah, me and my wife. I said me and my husband. Me and my wife. I said me and my husband. Me and my wife. I said me and my husband. Me and my wife. My spouse. My husband. My wife. My spouse. My family. My kids. My love. So you figure, hey, if it's that important for everybody to think that they married, then hey, that's on them. If it's that important for them to make believe that all the kids are just the two of their kids, that all of those kids are both of their biological kids only, hey, that ain't none of my business. None of my, because they may be doing it to get some type of benefits for whatever reason. Nonetheless, I it's a little weird. How do you explain how come some of the kids don't have the same name as the mom and the dad? Well, first of all, the mom and the dad don't have the same name, but let's say by coincidence, the mom and the dad did have the same name, like Johnson or James or Stevens, Corbin, Taylor. Let's say by the luck of the draw, you got with somebody who has the same last name as you do, but one of your babies don't have the same last name as you do. How you explain me that if all of the children are your biological children? You know how it goes. When you tell one lie, it snowballs into another lie. So if you lie about one thing, you're going to have to wind up telling another lie about another thing. But when you are sitting back spectating and just checking out somebody lying, you learn a lot about a person. Now, I'm not going to say you learn everything about them, but you're going to learn something. You're going to learn something. If anything, you will learn what they will lie about, what's important for them to lie about, and what's important for them to tell the truth about. And it could surprise you. It could change your opinion about who you think that person is and what kind of person that you think it is. But that's a judgment call, and we can get into all of that. But tonight On the Daily Go Getimism Show, we are talking about when you won't tell them that you know. When you won't tell them that you know. So you just let them go ahead and make the rest of the world think whatever they want them to think. And even you ain't letting on like, I know the truth about you, but I ain't saying nothing. The truth about you, but I ain't saying nothing. The truth about you, but I ain't saying nothing. The truth about you, but I ain't saying nothing. You can keep it to yourself. I ain't saying nothing. You can keep it to yourself. I ain't saying nothing. You can lie to all your friends. I ain't saying nothing. Your business is your business, and I ain't saying nothing. But I know the truth about you and everybody else, and I can figure out the truth and the lies for myself, and I ain't gonna say nothing unless you say it to me first. But if worse comes to worse, you know what's coming down the pipe. Yeah, it might burst, and that's my story. I'm sticking to it just like you are, and everything is going to be okay. I know that's not even your car. Okay. Have you ever known that something didn't belong to somebody and they've been running around here like it belongs to them? How about that? How about that? It could be something simple. It could be something simple. They got you thinking that they financing their vehicle and they leasing it. That ain't no big deal. It's still your car. But they want you to think that there's a certain financial status attached with that. Have you ever known somebody that fronted like they was paying for their car, or that they owned their car or a house? Had you thinking that they were buying their home when they were renting their home? There's a lot of that going around. I've known people who lied and said that they were renting to own. I don't know why people used to try to tell me that. I was a landlord. I know what it takes to rent to own. I know the whole process. So I'm like, all right. Well, what's your what's the price of the agreement? If I want to be a smart ass, because I'm not really one of those people that will act like I don't know when I really do know. I may have evolved to that point, but back in the day, like, nah. If I knew you was lying, you was getting called on it with the quickness, like, because I felt like it was a personal indictment on my intelligence. You insult my intelligence, son. You insult my intelligence by lying to my face about what I know. So you might want to stop that. Like, for example, along the same vein, I remember one time Shorty called me. She lived in the projects. She lived in the projects out in the Northeast. She lived out in the projects. Well, Frankfurt. I'm sorry. She lived out there in Frankfurt, out in the projects. And she was like, they're getting evicted. And I was like, yo, how long ago did you pay your rent if you getting evicted? And she was like, yeah, I paid it recently, but for some reason they trying to put me out of here. Once again, I'm a landlord at the time. Okay, at that time I wasn't really a landlord because this was like 2009 and I wasn't doing that no more. But all of the rules were still fresh. So I was like, well, what's your eviction date? Because I wasn't really sure if she was trying to ask to come stay with me, or I was trying to figure out what the motive was. But she wanted money. She wanted money. And I was like, it wasn't adding up. You know what? The fact that she lived in the projects in the first place wasn't adding up because she worked for the city. She worked for the city. She was a social worker, worked for DHS. Like that kind of stuff. So I was like, so I don't even think she had 2 kids, but they weren't her biological kids. They were like her nieces. And it was a whole lot of stuff that she didn't talk about. You know what I'm saying? You know, she was very, there was something going on. There was something going on. But anyway, so I was like, my thing was, if you ain't going to tell me what's going on for real, I can't help you. So I'm giving her resources. Like, well, you know, you can go in and report this if they trying to do an illegal eviction, if it, you know, because the process goes this way and that way and blah, 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 blah. She was just like, oh, I need this. I need some money. I was like, oh, you need some money. Oh. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying. But until you stop lying, I can't do nothing for you. All right, y'all, let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily, the daily Go Get 'Emism show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Get 'Emism show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Emism show, we are talking about when you won't tell them that you know. So we're talking about when you know something about a person, or you know something about their situation, or when you know that they're lying and you say, I ain't gonna tell on you, and I ain't even gonna tell you that I know. I'm gonna let you go ahead and play yourself and make you think that you tell me something that I don't know. When I've been new, I've been knowing this for a couple of years, couple of months, couple of days, couple of weeks, whatever you say. But I'm gonna let you live your life. I ain't gonna live it for you. I ain't trying to expose you. I ain't trying to do it to you. What's going on, y'all? Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita. Thanks for coming through. It's always a great thing to see you. And Stacey White, thanks for coming through tonight. No, everything is going to be all right. Auntie Carrie Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my people going directly into your side. And my brother from Ansel Jones, Baltimore, brother, girl, can't leave him alone. What's going on, my brother? What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling tonight? All right, tonight we're talking about when you won't tell them that you know. When you know something about somebody and you are keeping it as secret as they are keeping it. Now this situation can get sticky because sometimes some people have kept things a secret that other people just would not keep a secret. Like, for example, have you ever known that somebody was cheating on you and maybe even knew that they were cheating on you? I'm sorry, maybe even knew who they were cheating on you with, and you didn't say nothing. Now, I'm not saying that you didn't do nothing about it, but you didn't tell them you knew. You wanted to see how long they were going to carry on this charade, how long they was going to keep lying, how long they were going to keep living this double life, how long they were going to play this game towards you. I've seen people do it. And I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that you could, number one, stay with a person that you knew was cheating when you knew who they were cheating with. That's number one. Number two, keep your composure and even facilitate and help them stay on that cheating path, trying to figure out, I don't know. You know what? I can't speak on somebody's motivation for not saying anything in that situation. You know, I'm thinking that there could probably be a few reasons why a person would not reveal to the cheater that they knew that they were cheating and who they were cheating with. Like the number one reason might be that maybe they're not ready to confront the situation because they know that somehow, some way, that's going to be the end of them. And maybe they're not comfortable with wanting to leave the person or break up. Hey, sometimes love gets that deep. It can get that deep. It can get that toxic. You know, sometimes even though somebody is doing you dirty, you ain't ready for them. You ain't ready to do away with them. So it could be that, or it could be that if I tell this person that I know that they cheating and who they cheating with, they're going to get violent. Because sometimes you might be dealing with a person who is violent. So you said, well, you know what? I know they cheating and I know who they cheating with, but I ain't saying nothing because that person, that woman over there, for example, is taking some of the heat off of me to keep me from getting slapped up, packed up, talked to all dirty, insulted and humiliated. She obviously provides some comfort for him, which is some relief for me. I'm not ready to leave my marriage. I'm not ready to leave my relationship, but I am ready to stop getting smacked up, papped up, and dissed. Yeah, it's toxic. Yeah, it's something that you and I probably would speak out against. Yeah, it's something that most people would not even want anybody to know, so they wouldn't express themselves about it. But sometimes you might even know that this is going on in somebody else's relationship. Sometimes you know that somebody is dealing with is cheating and who they cheating with, and you know that they know, but you don't tell them that you know. Because it ain't your business. It ain't your business. So this whole business of not telling somebody that you know, it can go down the line. Engine number 9 going down the New York. I mean, engine number 9 in the New York Transit line. If the train fall off the track, do you want your money? Do you want your yeah? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Cal told people to come out of the bushes. It's okay, Cal. They listen. Everybody ain't trying to come out, shake hands, shake a hand, shake a hand, shake a hand. You know what I mean? They come out when the spirit hit them. I guess it's all good. It's all love. As long as they listen, it's all good. Carol says, I'm a proud leasee of my car. You know what I found out? A lot of celebrities, a lot of rich people, they don't buy their cars. They lease them. Like, well, what am I gonna buy these cars? Listen, first of all, they want to get cars. They want to get the new models that come out all the time. You know, so they have the money to buy the cars, but they figure, like, why should I buy the car when I know I want to switch the cars up a lot, whatever. So that's why I don't understand. You know, people on our level will act like they own cars or that they financing cars or whatever. When financing cars nowadays isn't such a great bargain. It's not, especially if you're not the type of person that really knows how to negotiate a good price on a car. The fact that you drive it, the fact that you got it, you got the keys. Don't nobody else got the keys, and you didn't steal it. Shoot, I wouldn't care if it. Well, some people have done this, acted like a car that didn't belong to them was theirs. Like, let's say, for example, somebody that you know or somebody that you are seeing or whatever. Let's say they're in the military and they had to go overseas because let's say they were in the reserves. So they had to go fight Afghanistan, Iraq, or whatever. And they can't take the car with them. So they left you the car. Like, yo, take care of the car while I'm going. And do what just keep it keep it in good shape or whatever. When I come back home, when I'm finished doing my drills, when I'm finished my tours, if I come home, God willing, inshallah, then I can get my car back. But I'll keep making the payments. You just keep on doing what you do. But yet you running around here like it's your car and it's not your car. Then the person comes home and they want their car back. Or let's say that was your man. Your man or your woman was in the reserves. They went and did a tour overseas. And when they came back, y'all broke up. Now you got to get back that car. That's not your car. But you've been running around here telling people that was your car. Maybe somebody already knew that wasn't your car. They knew that was your man car. They knew that was your woman car. They knew it. You never went to go get a car. But you've been running around here telling them, yeah, this is my car. He gave me the car. She gave me the car. But when they came home, they took their car back. What did Indian give? But you might have known that somebody wasn't the owner of the car. But you knew they was lying. You ain't say nothing. Because nobody argues their point like somebody who's lying through their teeth. People who be lying through their teeth, they get all passionate. Sometimes they might get to the point where they're ready to fight you. Because their lies become the truth that they tell it. So they be willing to defend them joints. I'm going to defend this lie like it was the truth. Stacey White says, I wanted to be different. I wanted to live in my truth. People are nosy, like to dip in your business. As long as I'm living my truth, I'm real good. All right, but tonight we are talking about when you know the truth about somebody else and they lying about it, but you let them lie about it. Like, what's your motivation for that? What's your motivation for letting somebody go ahead and lie right to your face, look you in the eye? And for all my liars out there, if you can't lie and look somebody dead in the face, you need to find another profession. Because a good liar can lie right into your face. You can lie to your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your children, your spouse. It don't matter. You could lie, look in God's eyes and lie right to them. Because that's what you're supposed to do when you a liar. You know what I mean? You getting good practice. What's good? Carol Chamberlain says, Omar, she already knew what you were telling her after she wanted that money. Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure, Carol. I'm not 100% sure, but you're right, though. Her concentration was on getting that money. She was trying to get that money. Carol says, give them enough rope and they'll hang themselves. Or maybe you both were cheating. I don't know. Well, My brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, Max and chill. And Emily Dunlap is in the house. Bow! She about to turn it out. What's going on, Emily? All right. Emily says, Carol, similar situation to your neighbors. A couple in the neighborhood lived together, and I always thought they were married until they died. Woo! Found out that they were sisters. Yo, chill. What? Yeah, that's a similar situation, but did you know? Evidently, you didn't know that they were brother and sister. That's some trifling, incestuous craziness. But we're talking about when you know the truth, but you let them keep lying for whatever reason. That's what we're talking about. When you let the lie go on, like, listen, if they ain't telling it, I ain't telling it. It could be something as simple as somebody's age. How many of y'all have known somebody who tried to lie about their age damn near their whole life? I have. I've known people that got real sensitive about their age, and this is when we were still young. How when you are 18 years old, 16 years old, 14 years old, somebody who's 2 years older than you is significantly older than you at that time in your life. I had a friend who was always lying. He was born in 68, which made him 2 years older than me. That nigga always wanted people to think that he was a year younger than me or two, born in 71 or 72. And we couldn't figure it out. And you know, it was something weird about the cat because I'm thinking, like, you know, he always hung around younger people. He did. He always hung around younger people. And you know, I got to thinking about that later on. Like, maybe he wanted everybody to think that he was younger so he could, you know, date younger girls or boys. In his situation, I couldn't write that off that it might be boys. He was a little suspect. He was spec. He was sus. The cat was mad sus. You know what I mean? He was sus. I remember once, I ain't gonna listen. He was sus, but he was lying about his age. I knew, everybody knew. You graduated high school in 86. You came to Penn State in 86. You can't change what people know when you came in. So you come in 86. Now you trying to front like you graduated when you was 16. Well, that ain't what the people that was in your graduating class said, or that ain't what they know. But I've known people who lied about their age. Like it was a big deal. We used to be like, yo, man, let me see your license. Because, you know, you can't lie on your license. Got to have that birth certificate. But, yeah, you may have known somebody who lied about their age all the time. You say, like his brother knew. His brother definitely protected him. He was like, listen, my brother don't like for nobody to know his real age, so I ain't got nothing to say about it. And he would just kind of give us the side eye, like. But yeah, you may have had friends or family members who you know were always lying about their age, but you kept their secret too. Like, all right, well, you ain't telling nobody, I ain't telling nobody. It's all good. It's all good. Damn, Emily says she was the neighborhood candy lady. Woo. Woo. Carol says, I'll tell you in a minute. I like leasing cars. I get what I want. And when I'm tired of it, I get something new. Like I said, I ain't mad at that. It's just that some people want to kick it like just like us, just like I was talking about with the house. They want to kick it like they buy in a house, but they really renting the house. What's the big deal? Now, like I said, when you tell one lie, it turns into another lie. You got to tell another lie. So now, you know, you moving out of the house that you was buying. Well, did you sell the house? Yeah. Yeah. So they got to wind up telling another lie. And you already know the truth. Like, why are you lying about this house? You know damn well you ain't buying this house. You would have told everybody that that you found a house, that you was buying a house is a major purchase, and it's a very, very emotional purchase. So people want you to know when they buy in a house. It ain't the same as when you rent. You find a new place to rent. You know, you don't tell nobody, oh yeah, I found this fabulous place that I'm renting. Most of the time when you're renting something, you're talking about the price. Most of all, more than anything else. People buy it. When you buy your house, you don't even want nobody to really know how much you paying for your house. That ain't none of nobody's business. You know what I mean? That ain't none of nobody's business. But when it comes to renting, you want everybody to know you got a deal. Or some people want you to think that they paying all this money because they got it like that. Yeah, I got me a beachfront property, or I got me a riverfront property. Very expensive. Parkside property. What a lot of people who lie about buying a place, I think what they don't know is that you can look it up. That's public knowledge. That's public information. Do you know that you can find out if somebody has been paying their property taxes on their home and ain't nothing they can do about it? All you got to do is look up the address. All you got to do is look up the address, and it will tell you if they are current or not on their property taxes. That is not private business. It's not your personal business. Anybody in the world can go and see if you've been paying your taxes. And guess what? Guess what? They're going to say the name of the person who's supposed to be paying the taxes or not, and it might not be you. As soon as they see that it's not you, they know that you're not buying that house. Because you can't buy no houses, no house and not be paying the taxes on it. I hope she cheat on you with a basketball player. Don't know the difference between a touchdown and a layup. All right. Anyway, when you won't tell them what you know, make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Get 'Emism Show, and we are talking about when you won't tell them that you know. Now, what would be the reason? Hey, some spouses, particularly women, have known that their man or their husband not only was cheating, but had children outside of the marriage, and they still kept their mouth shut about it. What y'all know? What y'all know? How can you know that your man, your husband, not only has been cheating, but you know for a fact that he got a baby out there? Maybe you're not 100% sure that he's a father, but you know he's been blamed for it because you know the woman that he's supposed to have a baby by. Rumors been circulating around. Evidently your husband ain't heard the rumors, but you have, and you ain't even asked your husband about the rumors. But you just been checking out the way he goes. Here's the thing about when you know that your person is cheating on you. When you know that they're cheating and you know who they cheating with, what happens when they reach over in the middle of the night and try to touch you, try to get you some, try to get intimate? What do you do then? You already know they out there, they humping, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody humping around. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Well, what do you do? Because those are the things you have to deal with. When somebody's acting like they're not cheating, but they are cheating, then they also have to act like they're not having sex. So they're going to want to have sex with you. So what? You knowing that they're cheating and who they're cheating with, and that they even have a baby on the side, how do you lay down with them? Like you might be a stone cold woman. You can pull that off. And don't get me wrong, there have been some men who knew that their woman was cheating too. But I don't know too many men who suspect that a baby in the belly of their wives is not theirs and can keep their mouth shut about it. I'm not saying that it hasn't been done, because I done seen some strange things in my day. Carol says, I let people do them as long as it doesn't affect me. I could care less. I hear you. She says, when I was a teenager, I wanted to be older and hang out with the older kids. So yeah, I lied and made myself older. Yeah. The thing is, you probably stopped that after you got older. I know people who lied and said that they were older when they were younger, and then when they got a little older, then they wanted to be younger. So the older they got, the younger they got. The older they got, the younger they got. And those same people, they'll tell you age don't matter anyway. What you mean age don't matter? Age ain't nothing but a number. Yeah, when you lying about your age, it ain't nothing but a number. Because age is an experience. There's certain things that a person at that's 21 can't talk about with a person that's 40. Can't do it. Been there, ain't seen enough. Not enough experience. Still, somebody is double your age. Y'all are not on the same page. Not saying that y'all had nothing to talk about. With me, they wouldn't have nothing to talk about. My 40, it must not be like a lot of other people's 40. But anyway, you might have known somebody who was lying about their age and you still let them live. You know what I'm saying? You decided I ain't gonna break up this party. You go here and party. You party. It's your party. It's your party and you. But yeah,
90 seconds.
when you won't tell them what you know, like, are you trying to see if they will keep up that lie and that facade? Are you trying to find out what kind of person they are? Are you trying to do like the feds do? They get so much evidence on you by the time they come and holler at you, by the time they make their arrest, you ain't getting out of it. They've been compiling evidence for years. Got you on audio tape, wiretaps. They got you on video. They got witnesses. They got all kinds of testimony. You can't wiggle out of it. You can't wiggle. You ain't getting out of this. You ain't getting out of this, baby. So is that you? Is that you? Carol says, absolutely. Oh, just go Google them. Yep. It ain't hard. Ain't hard. Carol says, now I'm proud of my age. Wouldn't lie about it now for sure. I get that. And so says, in school, when people lie about grades, kills me. Yeah, they don't want to sound like they're a dummy. But they ain't been doing their work. But we can talk about that for a hot second. When you were in school, you knew somebody was flunking out, but they was kicking it like they was doing okay. Remember when the teacher used to pass back the test papers? So they would put the test papers right there on your desk, face up. The teachers ain't never put those test papers face down. They put them face up. And if you saw a lot of red on your test paper, you already knew that grade wasn't good. Red has never been a good grade color. Red is always a bad grade color. So you see over here, Tanya got an A. That thing is in green. Dave got a B. That thing is like in yellow. Somebody might have got like a C. Let's say Rob got a C. That's in like orange or something. Start getting down to the D's, and you get to the E's and the F's. Red, baby, red. So sometimes you would see people get their test paper put on their desk, and you see them try to turn the paper over real quick. You know what it is. So you know they flunking, but they trying to tell you that they passing. You like, all right, everybody in this classroom know you flunking. You big dummy. You play too much. You cut class a lot. You play around. You always getting sent to the principal's office. You talk in class. You always bringing something to school. Your mom always got to come and get things back. You know, like the handheld football game. You know, those little Coleco and Mattel handheld sports games back in. You know, you bringing walkie talkies to school. You was always bringing something to school, getting it taken away. Your mom had to come up and get it, and on top of that, you wasn't good in school. You wasn't good in class. You was failing them classes, failing them tests. Your tests, you was failing your tests. You was sitting at your desks, failing your tests. You was sitting at your desks, failing your tests. You was sitting at your desks, failing your tests. You was sitting at your desk and failing your tests. You was sitting at your desk and failing your tests. You was sitting at your desk and failing your tests. You know it ain't no word is desks and tests, but you don't know. You was failing. You you big dummy. Ansel says, "Where you going when they leave the house?" And they say nowhere. Carol says, sadly some people have low self-esteem. They just go with it. Stacy says, I guess she took her vows serious. She know when. That's why I'm not desperate and I don't date young men. And so says, yesterday's 40 is not today's 40. Cal said, it sure ain't. It sure ain't either. It ain't. It ain't. Stacy White says, they make grades public too. Nah, they don't. Can't do that. Your grades ain't nobody business. I don't. Not in college. Not nowhere not when we was growing up. I don't know. Doris, yeah, head-to-head football. What? The little Coleco joint? My joint was the Mattel joint. The Mattel. The little dots and dashes, the red dashes. Remember how you used to be able to make a first down? It would be like beep, and you could cross back over the first down and make it go beep again. I used to be doing it. Beep, 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 beep. You know. That's my joint. Carol says. Or they lie and say they graduated, but they're not in the yearbook. That's a good one. When you know that somebody has not graduated, but they running around here telling everybody they got a degree. Some people have taken it as far as the lie to their job and tell them that they had a degree. And a lot of people got fired over that. Come to find out later on, wait a minute, you didn't have the qualifications. And it might have been in a skilled position. What do you mean? You've been doing nursing work and you ain't got no nursing degree. You're going to get this whole hospital shut down. Shit like that. T. Carey, right? Thanks for that super sticker. What's that, a banana? What that, a banana? You slipped on a banana peel. You slipped on a banana. I don't know what that means, but I know it means something funny. That's what I know. I know it means side eye. That's the side eye joint without the eyes. Yeah, man. When you won't tell them that you know. Before we get out of here, I want to address one subject that we may have some connection with or some familiarity with. When you know that somebody is suffering from a physical condition, maybe an illness or some kind of physical condition, you know what they're going through, and you know that they don't want anybody else to know, and you don't say anything. Hopefully it's not a terminal illness, but how many times have you seen somebody and you knew that they were sick, and you know that they were telling everybody that they weren't sick, that wasn't nothing wrong with them, you knew that they were losing weight, and you knew why they were losing weight, and they tried to kick it to you like they had been working out, eating better, exercising, praying, and all of that kind of stuff, and you was like, that's not, you're not losing weight that way, this is not healthy, you're sick. Sometimes you may have had a similar condition, you know I'm gonna take it different. A lot of people got herpes, y'all. A lot of people in this world have herpes. More people might have herpes than any other condition out here because it don't go away and it don't kill you. And one thing I've learned over the years is that women snitch on women who have herpes. I've never known a woman who had a girlfriend that had herpes and she didn't tell her man that her girlfriend had herpes. I don't know if they tell their man. So if you was ever thinking about having sex with my girlfriend, if you was ever thinking about bedding down with my sis, just know she got that luggage. The thing is, somebody might have told you that somebody else has herpes and you might have herpes too. So real recognize real. So you see somebody now there are over 50 million people in the world that have herpes. Over 50 million. It's a lot of people. Because like I said, there's no cure for it and it don't kill you. So you just be living with it. So many people have it. So you might know that somebody has it because somebody told you that they got it. It's not like they're going to wear a t-shirt that says, I have herpes, but I haven't had a breakout in a long time. That's not going to happen. So you know that person is free to live their lives. So, they still might be giving up the butt or the dick. They having babies because it doesn't affect any of that. Of course, you have to like for a woman, it's better for her to get a cesarean if she's having a breakout during pregnancy because you don't want to, the baby to be affected by that and all that. But they get married, they have children, they live their lives, they don't get sick. Herpes don't make you sick, but it's something that nobody wants to have because if you ever seen the pictures of it, it's like But yeah, you might know their condition or their status because their status is your status. They don't know that you know that they don't know that you know, but you know because you got what they got. And both of y'all running around this world like it ain't nothing because it ain't. Neither one of y'all have anything to necessarily be ashamed of. Y'all didn't give it to yourselves. Somebody gave it to you. And you told somebody who told somebody else. That's all. Real, recognize real. But there may be times when somebody does have a really serious illness, maybe a terminal illness or a debilitating disease, and you know that for whatever reason, they are not coming forward with their condition. and you watching them deteriorate, or you're watching them have to struggle and deal with their condition in so-called anonymity. They don't know that you know, and you ain't telling them that you know. So you are acting as an innocent bystander, a spectator. Meanwhile, you know that they're going through the stress of having that condition. But hey, they don't want nobody to know. You ain't telling. When you won't tell them that you know. And so Joe says it means you got low, it means you got low self-esteem. You got the herpes bumps on your lips, and you got low self-esteem. You got low self-esteem. Stacey White says, I know somebody who had, you know, a bunch of people who they say 1 in 4 people got herpes. So all you gotta do is count the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of y'all got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of y'all got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of y'all got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of y'all got it. 1, 2, 3. One of y'all got it. 1, 2, 3. One of y'all got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of y'all got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of y'all got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of y'all got it. It's more likely that somebody got it or has been exposed to it than not. And so don't go. No, we ain't talking about HIV. 1 in 4 people ain't got that. That did used to kill people. And we nah, different. Herpes is nothing compared to HIV. And they've even gotten HIV under control now. But y'all know how many people we lost to AIDS back in the 80s, 90s. Stacey White said, birth control and prayer, it works. Wrap it up. Birth control don't stop herpes or AIDS. Not birth control. Maybe you mean condoms, but condoms don't protect you against herpes. Herpes is weird because it's not always right there. Go ahead and Google herpes. It's going to be disgusting, but it will educate you on, and you'll see why. You can wear all the condoms you want, unless you got on a full body condom. You either going to give it to somebody or you going to get it from somebody. You know what I mean? Go ahead and wait the time out until you're finished having an outbreak. Then go ahead and have sex. Shout out to all the bum ass, no good people out there that knew that they was having an outbreak and they still had sex with somebody and gave them that luggage. So you said I always said a prayer. All these babies that have been born in the world, I'm sure some of their parents prayed. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious November 1st. It's the first of the month. Wake up. And deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number 1 out the box, Tasha Rivers. Happy birthday to you, Tasha. And also Heidi Reynolds, turning 51 years old today. And Kimberly Johnson. Go get it, Kimberly Johnson. Happy birthday to you, Kimberly. And also Anthony Artist, turning 43 years old today. And Tasha Griffith. Happy birthday to you. And Abigail Akua. Happy birthday to you. And Pamela Harper, turning 37 years old today. And Nikki Boo, turning 34 years old today. And she's raising money for the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And also, Delinda Zambrana, happy birthday to you. And Kenya Lawhorn, happy birthday to you. She's down with the Daily Go-Getterism too. Also, and my girl, New York, Harlem, and the founder and creator of the Hip Hop Music Festival. Y'all gotta Google it. My girl Charlotte used to have a radio show called Why You Mad, Son? And then she started having this hip hop festival. It's like it's in New York. It's kind of like a big deal, but she be doing the damn thing. And she calls herself CR Capers. Happy birthday to you, CR Capers. She's a go-getter too. Always been down with the Daily Go-Getterism, even when it was the Sun Always Shine show. So shout out to you. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who celebrates this birthday on this November 1st. I hope that today finds you a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. Turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings and do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, sometimes you know things about a person that they ain't telling. You know that they lying, but you ain't trying to let them in and know that you understand they sin. It could be for one reason or another, but you still held it down for your brother. Or maybe not. Maybe you trying to find out if they're going to keep the lie keep going. You know that your skirt is showing. Or should I say your slip? You about to let it rip, but you ain't trying to get up on that. I'm going to tell you a tip. We all have our reasons. We've chronicled some situations. I'm sure y'all know more situations. Somebody out there might know something about you that you've been lying about, and they ain't been saying nothing. But when you find out that somebody has known that you've been lying or concealing or keeping something a secret, and they've known for all that time, and they let you know, hey, listen, I knew all the way back years ago what you was doing or what it really was, blah, blah, blah. You'd be like, I knew that wasn't your real hair. I knew you was wearing a wig. I mean, because people have lied about dumb shit. Okay. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night for another Daily Go-Getterism show. So make sure y'all come through. And make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all get on up out of here. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe. I believe you can even join the channel. You can join this join. Actually, I'm not sure if I set that up yet. But nonetheless, we can get busy. Make sure y'all down with the crew and come through and listen to what we got to say to you, and maybe even you too when the rest of the fam, your peoples, your boo, you know. All right, y'all. Peace to Bobby Hill. Say thanks for coming on.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
All right, and for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Ow!